All right. We should be live. Sorry, I've been having some tech issues. Let me just check in and make sure, and we'll get started right quick. Why not? All right, I heard my voice. That's good enough. Whew. You do a damn... I couldn't get the music to play in my ears. I couldn't figure out what was happening. So I had to do a reset of the computer, and of course there's an update that comes with it. And of course, every time you update the stupid computer, what does I don't know, Windows or what I don't know shit about computers, but it defaults all my settings. I don't know what to do. Very frustrating. But we're here. Don't go anywhere. American Hobo. I think this was just an algorithm. This was just an algorithm move. And I don't even remember which one it is. We'll get to it. I went about 6 or 7 episodes before the one I saw, so that we can, like, I don't know how much of this we're going to watch. I don't know how long this is going to last. We might be here for 35 minutes, and I say, this isn't actually that fun to cover. But I definitely think this is going to be the new wave of American entertainment in a truly horrifying way. I know nothing about this guy. I was going to do a Scorch episode, but he found his way to my algorithm today. I don't know his name. I watched about 35, 40 minutes of his show. He seems to have a Patreon. He seems to maybe have a bunch of different other stuff going on. He might even have fucking merch. But American Hobo is who the fuck he says he is. He is a homeless man who rides the rails, going town to town, hopping on trains. I saw him jumping off of trains today with all his shit because he got on the wrong... It's a whole ordeal. I can't wait to introduce you to him. And by the way, his channel, I believe, is like 2 months old. He's been putting content out for about 2 months. This channel here, right here, is like twice as old as his channel. Let me look at it. Let me look at this. It's American Hobo Train Riding. Okay, it was created August 13th, 2025, but that's just the account being created. The oldest video on the account is 2 months old. Oh, maybe, you know what? Maybe he had a following before. I don't know. Or maybe he went viral. I don't know. All I know is I'm fascinated. Because, like I said, he is a train riding...
Point of the yard is...
hobo. And he takes you on his fucking hobo adventures. And look, I don't know what you guys assumed the life of a vagrant who rides the rails was like. But we're going to get into it. It's worse than you could imagine. All right, this is American Hobo. By the way, I will say an insane amount of production for a homeless guy. He's got edits. I mean, there's people in the fucking in the Dabbleverse that they don't got text on the screen. They don't got this level of production. It's a homeless man riding the rails.
Good morning, everyone. We're coming into the yard here in Laurel. We didn't go.
Here's our protagonist.
Actually, next town on over. Laurel seems like a small town, but it's got a Walmart and a decent sized yard that we're pulling into. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here.
I actually have a friend who's from Laurel, Montana.
We, either cruise through or whatever. I don't really want to walk out of this yard. It looks decent sized. There's a Walmart over there. See if anything's coming down the main track here. There kind of is.
I mean, imagine you're just, hanging out. Your child is fucking playing, basketball in the front yard. Hoop you got him for Christmas. You're living life. You're loving it. It's Laurel, Montana. Clear skies. And then all of a sudden, you're peeking out the blinds, just keeping an eye on the boy. You go, what's that popping out from the train? Is that a coyote? Oh my God, it's a homeless man. Just a fucking... we're seeing his perspective, but imagine the neighborhood. I mean, they gotta live there right next to the train depot, and this fucking cretin pops out. And by the way, he's probably the best behaved one of them all. Of the train hobos.
You have to be quick if I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, don't be suspicious while you're doing this. All right, is he gonna leave all of his stuff? See, this is the thing. This guy's doing everything but living inside of one house with a roof. When I go out in the neighborhood, when I go to Walmart, I don't have to bring everything I own with me. On account of, I can leave it here and lock the door and, never say never, but there's still a 99.99999% chance I'm not getting robbed in the trip to Walmart. But Hobo, it seems like a lot of extra steps living off the grid. You got to bring everything everywhere. I will say it was smart of them to go from the little satchel on the stick that they carry behind the back to, a 5-gallon drum bucket. That is, you can do more with it. You can still tie it up to the stick. It's only a 5-gallon drum. So, I mean, it's the best of both worlds. A little bit more durable, the sack. If you put something soft in there, it might crush up. So I will say, Hobo technology has improved since the last time we did a deep dive on them in 1935 during the Great Depression. Once again, this guy has 43,000 subscribers. A lot of people are watching the homeless man just go town to town.
Otherwise, I'm going to have a very long trip ahead of me, all the way over to the coast. So I think I'll get
Oh yeah, he's coming. He's coming our way, West Coast.
Easy out.
Look out.
I'm pretty sure I'll find somewhere to camp.
Okay. By the way, also look. You can't tell me the trains aren't trying to accommodate the homeless and the hobos. They give them all these little nooks and crannies to hide out. There's storage spots. I think, they act like they're not in on it, the train companies. But the train companies are in on it. They're dealing with the hobos. I wouldn't be shocked if they actually have a ticket system. Fuck, look at this. God, what a fucking disaster your life would be.
A little bit tonight.
Oh my God.
Think I got enough time to do this.
I've watched a lot of people on the internet. All the way from, the fucking... I watch streamers that have millions of dollars. Guys that played in the NBA that are podcasters now. Mello, Jeff Teague. Guys that have it all. I've watched everything from that to fucking people that I'm not gonna name because they're nice folk, but they're living in shanties or sheds. But at least it's a roof. One day after another. This guy is going train car to train car and having to make mad dash escapes so that he can stop at the Walmart. And there's definitely homeless people where they're fucked up on the drugs. So it is what it is. And this guy's probably fucked up on some drugs as well, but he's reasonable. This guy could hold down a job somewhere and get in a little apartment, even if he has a roommate. But instead, he's going town to town doing side quests on the way, and never stopping at the inn that gives you quests. No. He's just camping in the wild, in the train cars,
without getting busted. See how far is he? Yeah, I got enough time.
All right, everybody, let's stop what we're doing. Final boss, what's wrong? I'm so fucking mad. Okay, I don't know what that could be. Anything. Did they cast the wrong guy as Sonic? Did they increase the prices at? It could be anything. We're dealing with. Look at this, final boss. You can't be that fucking mad. We're watching homeless people fucking go train to train.
Here we go, guys. We're getting out of here.
See, he's got it on the little rope.
Mommy.
That's better than the stick. It's more pliable. Now, this is this isn't a bug right now. This is a feature. This guy, this poor homeless man, this American hobo. I suspect he's dealing with some form of COPD or tuberculosis. The breathing never improves. I mean, even when he's just been sitting around for a few hours, laying low. You think, okay, stressful, get the heart rate up while you're getting all your shit off the train and crawling off, making sure nobody sees you. But no, it never gets better.
How you get the?
Like I said, not a bug, it's a feature.
Okay, we're in Laurel. There's the ride. Say bye-bye to the ride. Let's get over here.
I wonder what fun shit they find on trains when they eventually do clean them up every once in a while. So I don't know if we made it to Walmart, but our protagonist has decided to stop down and appears to take a nap. This is, I think, is this part of my? Okay, we'll get to it in a second. I'm gonna read the final boss thing because he needs it to be read. Basically, they're offering 75. God damn it! No, what the fuck? I'm not even reading any more of that. We're going back to the homeless man. This is much more interesting than whatever Sonic shit you have. I was joking. I was like, hey, final boss is gonna be mad because of some Sonic bullshit. And then it really was. He actually he fucking You really think who the fuck you are. You think everything's about you. Sir, we have an itinerary to get through. We have a we have a fucking topic. Look at this. There's a train. 75,000. I don't know. Basically, they're offering 75K for a Sonic Invitational racing, and I lost like 4 times because some morons. I don't know. No. You weren't gonna win the fucking 75K Invitational. No, it's not. This is a non-issue. It's a child's video game. Like the homeless man in our videos here, Mr. Final Boss. Get a job.
Welcome to Laurel. Oh, crummy. It looks
Oh shit, he does kind of look like Jeff Daniels.
for
Be angry. No. So now this is okay. Once again, I have very little experience with hobos. Like, I've seen homeless people. I have known people who are homeless. But, personally, I don't keep up with their schedules. So, I'm already picking up on this. A hobo guy who rides the rails, always searching for a place that he can get a couple hours of sleep before somebody notices him. And I don't know if this guy is a fucking great homeless guy or if he's one of the worst that I've noticed. Or well, you know, I don't have a large pool, but I don't know if this is good or bad. But I believe he's going to intimate that he would like to sleep under the Welcome to Laurel caboose.
not that old. Yeah, there you go. That's more like it. Yeah, a little graffiti.
Now, see, these types of homeless, they're always looking for a place to sleep. I would be the type of homeless. I got a weak bladder. I'd always be looking for somewhere to take a peek, take a leak.
Monocles.
Oh, there goes the train. All right. Now, here's the beauty, though, I think, of being a train hopper guy. You really are just beholden to when the next train shows up. You know, it's on the rails. You know where you're going. You know, it's not like getting stuck in the back of a semi-truck. You know, you don't know where you might end up. You know, with the train, you know, we pretty much have it mapped out by now.
Around 5 o'clock, but then just keeps rainy, drizzly, whatever, all the way till.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I got it. I figured it out.
Point of the yard is.
Shit. Nope, not that. Not that. I figured out who he looks like. All right. He's CM Yuck.
And delusional. And the latest contract offer to stay as... Yeah, well, we'll find out, but I don't know how smart...
It's CM Yuck.
So about 11 o'clock tomorrow. It really, right now, it's just trying to duck and dodge.
All right. It's CM Punk, but he sounds like Seth Rollins, which is a very odd combo if you know wrestling.
Makes, the raindrops makes it hard. I can always tuck up underneath the crummy there between the axles. There's also this bridge down there. I could sit in the sidewalk. If it's raining, no one's really going to be walking around. Just make sure I'm up early enough that, that I don't get that. I don't know if they would call the cops on me here or not.
They probably would. It's Laurel, Montana, buddy.
And so I'm just going to see where I can find to kind of get out of the rain.
There is something hilarious about a homeless guy having essentially about a month's worth of rent worth of video equipment to record him being homeless.
Well, look who we found again. All right. It looks like I'm following these guys around.
Oh my God. So they have their own fucking communication system. I never even actually thought about that. That maybe around the train depots and stuff like that the graffiti is actually not gang stuff, but hobo language.
If they stop, they're going eastbound, they'll have their ass in sticking this way. There's a bridge over there I could probably tuck up underneath. But this, for now, look how big this gazebo is. Even if I do get really sideways rain, which I will, I can push over farther this way. But for nighttime, I'll probably tuck up underneath the bridge. But yeah, this is a nice little park. You got bathrooms, and there's a shed with a lock on it.
Oh my God. Is this really the guy you want to see near the park that you take your kids to? Oh, God. This is a fucking... Where's MGD? She needs to see this. This is America. Holy hell.
Yeah, they got bathrooms. And more than anything, they have power. So these outlets right here. I have my phone plugged in and charging right now. There's one on each wall. See, I'm over there. So that's it, man. I mean, honestly, water, food, electricity, and a place to take a poo, and you're good.
He's got a point there. I mean, usually you would like it to be consistently available, but this is... Wait, I got a timestamp. It's not really a timestamp. It's more of a time frame where he says something that's just I mean, to you, to me, to everybody else watching, it's horrifying. But he's real sincere.
Those are the three main things. The wind's really high, so I got my mic on now. I recorded this once already and realized the wind just drowned me out fully. Over there. So that's the bridge.
All right, so like I said, we walked over. He was pointing at it from afar at the park. But we've made it to the bridge.
That's where I came in on. And you can see behind me, that's the bridge. So, and it looks like it's a decent camping bridge. Only part, it's slanted a little.
He said this is a good camping bridge. Oh, God damn it.
My head up here. feet down there, and we got some riders, some steel riders. So I'll show you. Same ones. Trying to see what all this is. Rebar. No, that's an antenna.
Nothing more relaxing than the wheels of the
just
truck
came right just directly up from the road, right up here.
going over
Big
you.
wash.
God damn it.
Here you guys go. Same guys is over there in the gazebo. That's open here. Well, I'm rolling out completely because the storm's moving in and I don't want to ride in the rain, especially when the temperature starts dropping really bad. So I'm going to roll out completely. The wind's so high right now. This is the least amount. I actually made a little bit of a wind block with some of these river rocks, but the wind wouldn't come sneaking in under here. I put up a little river, like just...
Once again, to help with a little bit of the wind, he's deflecting with a little bed of rocks. Wouldn't it just be easier to fucking... Wouldn't it just be easier to get a job? Stalin, is his channel monetized? Good question. I know that he has a Patreon. He doesn't go live. These aren't lives. He does just all edited videos and like they're like travel vlogs. But here, let's see if his Patreon has an amount. You know, sometimes the Patreons tell you how much they make. He's also got PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee. All right. American Hobo will work for 55% of ad revenue. Oh, okay. So maybe he got banned from YouTube. I don't know what's going on. There's probably a lot of grifts going on here. I don't see him listed as how much he's making off of it, which that's probably smart if you're a hobo. But for $5 a month, you can sign up for like I said, his Patreon. I was gonna say GoFundMe, but those are on the brain. He probably should go live because he's got 42,000 subscribers. This has 340,000 views. And this video is just about a month old. And the one that I saw that got recommended to me was like probably 80,000 views. And in, 5 or 6 days. It's very interesting.
River rock, trying to, that's a little cement over there to plug up the holes from any wind that comes in this way. But I mean, this is too big to plug up right here, so unless I grab some of them big old ones, but nah, it's fine. This is the least windy section, so this is home sweet home.
This is home sweet home. Oh God, it's a nightmare. This right here is my nightmare. I'm an indoor cat. Meow. Like, I hope you know this. Like I would not fare well outside. Another neighborhood cat would shank me in about 6 hours. I'm scared. I'm scared of outside. how resigned and happy he is for this utter squalor is just baffling.
Yeah, and I think this is very nice, you know. It's got a nice high roof, you know. I can actually stand up right here, and so I'm
I can literally stand up anywhere in my house. Anywhere. Like this is luxury to this man.
I'm happy with this, man. This is luxury.
He said it. This is luxury.
I'm a little out of slant. Not too much water will be leaking down. I don't see any mold or anything like moss or anything.
Okay, this is where I came in when he said that I don't see any mold, and I went, "Oh God, oh no."
Grows from, you know, I don't see any watermarks really. Some water's probably going to seep in, but I'm just hoping that this little slant doesn't direct all the water this way. Hi guys, that's it for now. There's my front view.
All right, so it rained.
There's the light that they stop at. So this bridge is actually probably the perfect distance back. And
So I'm guessing because I mean, that's where he hopped off the train. So I guess he really didn't have to go that far. And I guess that makes sense because he found all the fucking the graffiti from the other hobos. Like that's just got to be a fucking like a vicious cycle that like every few days a couple hobos stop through, use the fucking shitter at the park, charge the battery at the fucking gazebo, sleep under the bridge, and then, you know, like it's a fucking, like it's a Holiday Inn Express next to the fucking airport. Fascinating.
And like I said, that's going southeast portbound. That puts you plenty of distance from the engineer up front. Hey, well, I'm sitting here making something to eat, a little bit of dinner. Someone made a statement in the comments that cheese only is only good for 3 days without refrigeration, and not necessarily that's true, you know, because half the year the elements are refrigeration, you know, so it.
Oh my God, I wonder when the last time this guy lived indoors was. So he's gonna do the little chat thing. I want to see him get on the train. And do they usually get on at night?
A little bit up here. This is actually the driest one, but
oh, this isn't. We're not at the train yet. My bad. I thought this was the train. We are still under the overpass. It's raining harder now, and it's starting to leak on him.
Coming down this way, so I gotta figure out an alternative.
You know, you wouldn't have to find an alternative at fucking 3 a.m. with all your shit getting soaked when you're a hobo. If you just lived indoors. If you just found a place to, you know, pay some money every month and rent a room in somebody's house and, you know, work at the Amazon warehouse or Panera Bread. Instead, we got to be hobos going from train to train.
Yeah, I got to figure out an alternative. I could
What
sleep
a
on
mess.
the ground, I guess, but look at it, it's just all rock. So maybe I'll move the big ones out and yeah, sleep on the ground. Yeah, it's still raining, and that's where I was. You see all the water comes down. I mean, you never know where it's gonna leak until it starts raining. And it's coming down, yeah, just like I thought. That stayed the driest the longest, so I moved over here. But as you can see, it's coming down, hitting the ground. Coming down, hitting the ground. And it's starting to right there too on me. So, yeah. Better weather. Anyway, yeah. I was blessed to have this spot to stay dry.
He was blessed to have this spot to stay dry. You had to fucking get up in the middle of the night and fucking move everything around, sir. I guess when you're a hobo, moving everything that you own and, it takes 5 minutes, but what an inconvenience. Like I'm at the inconvenience stage of my life. I would, if you told me it costs $50 extra a night to just, sleep through and know that you're never going to have an issue, I'd do it. This guy's fucking packing everything up and rearranging the fucking bedroom because the Montana overpasses are leaking.
Well, it's sunset, and we're gonna have one more day here in Laurel.
He's treating it like a vacation. He's treating it like a vacation.
The weather is really bad all the way up to about noon anyway. So, and it's just been cold, and the weather's calling for a 10-degree increase tomorrow. Even though it doesn't show that the weather was bad today, it really was. Look at that, isn't that an awesome sunset? After a whole day worth of just bad weather, this is a nice relief. So we have at least 3 days of good travel ahead. I'm gonna sleep one. Townspeople here are pretty cool, it's like no one said boo to me, and I taken advantage of the fact that they have a restroom, 24-hour too. I noticed.
Oh, that's nice. I wonder, by the way, does this guy, like, if he gets big enough as a channel, is he ruining everything for all the other hobos? Because couldn't you see a hobo revolt and this guy going missing if, say, the town of Laurel decided they were going to close that bathroom? I don't know. It's I saw one of those videos of like it might have been actually Portland or like Seattle, where there was like a secret homeless house near one of the freeways, and like in like a hard to reach overpass, and that's where the homeless house was set up. It was on like the scaffolding that they used when they were creating the overpass. And as I heard, I don't know if it's true, but I heard like 3 or 4 days after that video came out and it went viral, that the city went and tore down this homeless house that had been there for 5, 10, 15 years, however long. And it was like really set up. Like they had like fucking generators and lights and stuff. It was a fucking elaborate, for lack of a better terms, like bum shelter. I wonder, if this guy blows up, will he ruin some of the tips and the tricks for everyone else by exposing this? It might not necessarily be the Laurel bathroom, but maybe it's something that he does somewhere else, and by the way, if he also starts making a killing on like a Patreon, would some of the other bums, see him out and about and go, I can get a few $100s for the guy's camera? I feel like it would be very, very easy to go missing doing this train thing.
There's no major locks
I don't want him to go missing, by the way. This is fucking fascinating.
for the nighttime. Electricity, and I filled up my water at the sink there. All right, guys, keep it short, keep it sweet. And that's a pretty awesome sunset.
He's a simple man. He loves a good sunset.
Walk.
Sorry, I missed that.
It's a 3-mile walk, but you know, I'm going for a change of pace. Because down on that side, just no luck. You know, I tried 2 different spots. So I figured if I'm going to be stuck here, I might as well do some exploration. And I came in on this way, so I know they stop out there before they pull into the double. There's 2 different sections. I'm halfway through the yard right now. Where the power is right there, they're about where the halfway point of the yard is. So it's hump, like yard, and then like a camel, a double hump, and the other part of the yard's over this way. So I'm going that way where we stopped coming in before I got off in town down that way. Oh man, he is finally moving.
Once again, because like I don't know how many times we're gonna cover this guy. You know, this could end up being the new thing. Something might hit, or like I said, you know, in another 20 or so, 30 minutes, we might watch one more of these episodes. I might say enough is enough. Actually, go to bed a little bit earlier tonight. But it's got to just be easier to get a job. I mean, come on, man. Playing this game of cat and mouse, maybe it's fun to this guy. But this is just seemingly one of the most stressful lives imaginable. I mean, you know, anything could happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time. But when you're everywhere all at once, like these hobos are, the odds are drastically going up that you're going to fuck around and find out at some point. I mean, all it takes is one bad move hopping on a slightly moving train before your leg gets crushed and you get pulled under and drug and die. This is just, it's needlessly dangerous, especially in this fucking time and day.
He is finally moving. He has been parked there all day, the whole 3 miles long, all the way from one side of the yard all the way to the other. Well, now that those empty coals are gone, and look at the yard a little bit better. There's the bridge I was curious about. Looks like they got a small office right there. And these are the 2 main lines. The main line and secondary ones. Here, that goes up to the High Line. He does not all be an SF property. You can kind of see the gasoline price. Alright.
I mean, we're just
Oh wow, yeah.
hopping trains,
I gotta get my
crossing
other camera for
freeways,
this one.
going on overpasses.
Alright. Good thing. So there's, but you can get all down there.
So I guess, are we not getting on another
Good.
train?
But morning times and stuff.
Okay, I guess
So-
we're not getting on another train. So what we're going to do is we're now going to hop on to the next. Oh, you know what? Fuck it, it's fine. Said watch the last 10 or so seconds, but it doesn't really matter. All right, so which one was that? That was Laurel, Montana. That had 340,000 views. Like I said, this next one has 121,000. This is American Hobo. This one's called An Unforgettable Ride Behind the Storm. And we are still in Montana. He is heading west. He is headed towards me. All right, still in Laurel. Oh, we're on a train. You know, it's funny. He never shows. I don't know. Well, okay, it's been 2 videos, but he doesn't show himself getting on the train. I love these little creep shot videos of him, though. Like, man, I'm on the train. Yeah. Like I said, all these cars, they're set up for fucking having a homeless traveler on them. I think they do it on purpose. They give them storage. They give them a little nook to hide out from rocks or whatever other shit could go wrong on a train. Fuck, could you imagine being in a train that derails while you're just like riding around in one of the like the back cars? Fuck, what a ride. Probably die. I would assume that a train that derails and you're fucking just loose loose in the fucking little tube tunnel back, you might get tossed.
I found one. Walking down the street. Oh, we're going already. Wow. I found a lip grainer. That's awesome. I know a lot of you guys like to call these the Cadillacs, but the Cadillac actually has a side that goes all the way up with like a little circle up top, like an opening circle.
They got different, like, hey, this is the Cadillac of train cars. This is the Corolla. This is the minivan that has the fucking. I had a friend when I was a kid. His mom had one of those giant vans, and they had like it might have been a Nintendo, like in the back seat, and it had like a 9-inch TV. And I remember being like, this is so cool. We're driving 15 minutes to a baseball practice or whatever. We're getting to play Super Smash Brothers. And then you realize that, like, it's actually kind of a bitch to only be able to. By the time you turn the fucking thing on, by the time the idiot you're with selects Mario, like he was the entire goddamn time going to. And by the time with those Nintendo 64s that it actually loads your match, you're already being told to get out of the car before you can even start playing. But the idea behind the TV, the idea behind the N64 in the back seat, it was a good novel idea.
We're always called lip grainers. At least that's what Shoestring used to always call them. If I remember which video that he goes over them all, I'll put the link. But yeah, I'll refer to these as lip grainers, even though some of you guys call them Cadillacs.
All right, we're on the move.
It was Hobo, I think, and I don't know why he pulled back and then stopped there and then just pulled forward again. But I don't know. We'll find out. Hopefully he didn't see me. Hopefully he was busy doing something else. So.
looks like I'm going to complete the journey to Washington.
You do get to see a lot of beautiful sights as a hobo.
Oh man, sitting dirty face again. I didn't know which way this was going last night, so I was just happy to find a ride finally.
You know, there's a lot of people I see streaming that do have a much worse manicured beard. You can't see my face right now, but my beard is much more unkempt than this gentleman's as well, by the way. So that's a knock on myself. The homeless man has a better beard than a lot of men with homes. Now, that being said, would I rather have an unruly beard or be homeless? Well, you know, I'm not going to start riding the rails, is what I'm going to say.
After so many days, man, of nothing but suicide rides. It was just so nice to see one with a port. Anyway, I don't know where I am. I'm just kind of waking up.
I mean, it's like your own awful hotel room. It's like riding the Amtrak, but without a window. Now, I've never noticed this when I'm driving around or been a passenger in a car, but I've never passed a train and looked over and seen the guy, you know, just chilling in, you know, caboose 37.
I know you can't see this, but there's still snow way up on them mountains. And there's a chill this morning.
All right, that's actually pretty dope. That's not a view you're going to get driving. Whew. That's pretty cool. So I guess some of these videos, because like the last one was pretty much just all about him surviving in Laurel and being under that fucking overpass. But I guess this one's like more just, you know, scenic views from a freight car. And you know, that's actually pretty cool.
Long time. Okay, we stopped before actually heading into the yard in East Helena. The yard's a little bit farther. And we got about 450 miles to get to Pasco.
Oh, okay. So he's going to be in the Tri-Cities. There's Pasco, there's Kennewick, and then there's it's not Kelowna, is it? I don't remember what the other Tri-City is. I know it's Pasco and Kennewick. What is the other one? Tri-Cities, Washington. All right. What is it? Come on. Richland. Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland.
If I want to shoot for all the way to Pasco.
And by the way, if you're unaware, if you've never been to the West Coast, the Tri-Cities of Washington is like the armpit of the region. It's not nice. Like, I actually don't hate it. Like, it's not awful. I wouldn't want to live there. If I had to live there, I'd be okay with it, but I wouldn't want to live there. Oh my God. Actually, never mind. I wouldn't want to live there. And like the horror. But like, it's, it's just it's the biggest town for like 100 miles, pretty much, it feels like. But it's not really like a real city or town. It's more like 3 shitty meth suburbs that just kind of all butt up against each other. And then everything else around it is just, open farmland. It's just like, there's definitely a lot of beauty. I'm from Eastern Oregon, and there's a lot of beauty to Eastern Central Washington, and up in the Palouse, all the way down to Eastern Oregon isn't that beautiful. It's not that great. It's not. But the Palouse can be pretty nice. But like, I don't know. Pasco fucking sucks. Kennewick sucks. The Tri-City sucks. Pretty much everything east of Mount Hood, Mount Adams, besides like Bend and Redmond, suck. Yakima sucks. Ellensburg, I guess, is cool if you go to college there, but otherwise it sucks. Same with where's Washington State at? That's is that Pullman? Pullman's fucking awful. That's a terrible place. Anyways, and honestly, like, I live in the Willamette Valley-ish, and it still sucks here. Don't come to Oregon. It's awful. It's beautiful, but like, living here is a bitch.
So, this is the line that gets there, Pasco, Washington. But like right now, I'm still in Montana, so it's a long time. We got a long trip ahead of us, and I think they're doing crew change because I think we took off at like 5 o'clock this morning, and it's 1 o'clock now. So hopefully that's all it is. We'll get rolling again, and we're aiming for Washington. Oh, that's fireworks. That's what I was hearing. Hi, guys. Finally it is. We stopped here at, 1 o'clock? And it is now just passing 5 o'clock. We are finally going. I hear him.
I gotta say, for a homeless guy, I think this is the first time I'm seeing his teeth. Is this a homeless plant? Is this guy a LARPer? I mean, like, he's true to the craft. Like, I'm not taking it away, but
The break.
he's got nice teeth. He's got nice gear. The breathing is definitely concerning, but I don't know how old this fella is. Is this a plant? Is this a LARPer? Are those dentures? I'm too blind. I don't know. No offense, but the orange puppet is crushed. Oh, fuck. It's Wednesday. I love the orange puppet. I would have watched the orange puppet instead of doing this. I mean, not that I'm like sad that we're doing it now. We're not going to stop. I'm not going to, quit. I like the orange puppet. It's one of the only shows I like right now.
So, yeah, I kind of had to stay.
I'll watch it later.
Hidden because down that way there's
I was gonna say, yeah, dude's teeth are better than 90% of the it's better than my teeth. I mean, now his hands are fucking gross. Are those dentures though? Because that could explain it. Like if he lost his teeth, and now with the Patreon he got dentures. That could make sense. Because those are suspiciously white.
I'm pretty sure that's a bull. It's just sitting there watching this area. Anyway, yeah.
The man said an underpass was a fucking luxury.
It seems like we're finally getting ready to go. We're the last one here, I think. And we go.
All right, we're back on the road again.
Yard with, I think I've only seen two employees here. So I just wonder why we stopped for such a long time here, because I don't see them switching cars. I don't see them building up anything. I don't see them putting away anything. I actually, who I thought might have been the bull, I think was just a guy checking the tracks, because the tracks don't seem to be in the best condition. So anyway, give you a time check. It's 6 o'clock. We've been here 5 hours, and it's supposed to start raining. 84% right now. You can see how the skies are way out there, and yeah. So hopefully it's just a sprinkle. Look at them skies, man.
Stalin said, oh, okay, I missed that chat. Stalin said this guy could be J-Mo's dad. You know what? You guys are absolutely right. You're right. I'm sitting there, I was going, who could this be now? And you're absolutely right. It could be J-Mo's dad. Looks like we made it to Helena. Isn't that or is it Helena? All I know is it is the capital of Montana. There's once again, that's not as nice of a hotel room. That's not as nice of a hotel room of an underpass for the all. Oh fuck! There's a word that I'm spacing on, but the refined gentleman. There's another one, but
Yes.
He's looking longingly at it, going, fuck, no rain would get in there.
I mean, that's it right there.
And there's skies. It's crazy how many times we stopped in this little town. Yeah, look at that. Nasty looking sky, but wow, that's beautiful right there, though.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Oh, fun.
Oh, tarp's coming out. I mean, come on.
Ooh, crap, yeah. Look at that.
You know what would be easier, sir? A roof. Fuck. It's just...
Yeah, this absolutely sucks. The wind is whipping hard, man. This is not going to be fun. If we start rolling in this is going to
I hope
bad for me real quick.
I hope they start rolling.
Wow, but I mean, it's not like we can outrun it now. All we can do is probably keep pace with it. So yeah, that's the best I can do right now. Hope that it passes by soon.
Please start the train.
No, 2 hours, I think. It's not smart to roll in the high winds, lightning, rain. Oh man, the wind chill factor alone Make it a dangerous ride.
Look at that tarp fucking flopping about.
Let's just hunker down and deal with it. I do not want to get stuck in this town.
He's just out in the open. Just anybody came wandering by, they would see him. It's just, what a life.
That we outrun it. I don't think we will, though. So it looks like we were waiting for a dang train that took forever. And we're gonna take off right after this and follow the storm. I checked the radar, and
Oh, that's a freeze frame right there. Ah. Oh, those fingernails. God damn it, those eyes. Those soulless eyes. Oh, he's the wanderer.
and we're gonna be going in the exact same direction as it is. So this train that we're waiting for delayed us just long enough so that we'll just follow the storm. Fun, fun, fun.
You know you don't have to be on the train, sir. You could be literally anywhere else in your life. You picked this as a fucking as your fucking your lot, and you have to stick in it.
Come on, buddy. Put a little gas in it. So yeah, I'm gonna stick it out and run with it. Just keep tarped up. About 100. Get too bad.
All right, so we're on the move again. Hopefully this is going to be a fucking... I'm hoping for a mega storm.
Well,
Said
if it
though,
remains going this slow, we might be able to stay behind it as it moves forward.
oh, that wind. You know, one of these days he's going to drop the stupid camera. I'm sure maybe it's mounted on his chest, but he's going to drop the stupid camera. Okay, yeah, he's holding it. He's going to drop it one of these days. All right, what are we snacking on? Oh, some top ramen noodles. Is that a pepper?
This is actually a really nice ride going this slow. It's decent.
It's a decent ride, guys. You know, all that background noise, all the fucking rumbling. You know, the ever looming threat of being thrown off and caught and arrested. Nah. It's a decent ride.
You know, if we're not whipping through it, so yeah, it's actually pretty nice.
That's a cool rock. You know, like Montana and Idaho, Eastern Oregon, like I said, it's a shitty place to live. Like, it's a hard place. But there is a lot of beauty. Like, it is fun to pass through. You know, Eastern Oregon, Central Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming. It's all fun places to, like, pass through. All a nice place to see. But goddamn, it is a rough life. It is a very isolated part of the country. You know, relatively, you know, in like a 5, 6, 7 hour period, you can go from basically Boston to the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. You know, going through that, you pass Hartford, Providence, Stamford, New York City, Philly, Trenton. You know, you pass through 20 different cities in a 6, 7 hour period. You can go 6, 7 hours driving in, you know, rural Wyoming or Idaho, Oregon, and encounter 2 towns of like 2,500 people pop. It's a hard life.
Way into the distance.
Sorry, at some point we're just watching this guy's video. There's no commentary. See, now this shit would freak me out. I'm not good at heights and stuff. Like, this shit would fucking freak me out. Going over these, like, sketchy fucking... I understand they're not sketchy, but sketchy to me. And that shit is a long drop down to the fucking forest floor where they would never find your body. And I don't know. I've watched enough movies in my life where people get thrown from trains that, you know, it's like quicksand. It's a real irrational fear that one has. Okay, so I know that we're heading to the Tri-Cities and we skipped quite a bit ahead. But to me, this does look like Pasco. And that looks like across the river there. That looks like Kennewick. Like, I've been through here probably 25 times in my life. And I could be wrong. And I do know that this is the eventual goal. There is going to be an episode that isn't Pasco. He mentioned it earlier. So I'm not being crazy. But I'm 90% sure we've made it to the Tri-Cities. And as you guys can see, if you've ever been driving north of Los Angeles and south of San Francisco, there's a town the Diaz brothers rep called Stockton. And I don't know why it just came to me now, but the Tri-Cities is the Stockton of the Northwest. Oh yeah, that's absolutely Tri-Cities. Yeah, that's absolutely Pasco.
Pulled right into the yard. I wasn't ready. Oh, crap. Yeah, pulled right into the yard and I wasn't ready.
All right, now we got to make an escape. Now we're getting somewhere. See, this is, you know, it's a lot of downtime to this guy's stuff. It's a lot of just, you know, like I'm looking at the replay from a few minutes ago. It's a lot of nice scenery. But then all of a sudden we got to make an escape from the yard before the fucking, you know, Rail Master General. What would they be called? Before the Kitchener Leslie, before he before he comes and takes our protagonist away for. I mean, it's got to be illegal, right? I'm sure it is. I don't know what the charge is at this point for illegally riding the trains, but there's got to be something, and I'm sure this guy filming this is setting himself up for a dangerous precedent and issues. But look, we're gonna enjoy his escape while we watch it.
Well, I'm gonna hang out for a bit. Don't think I'm gonna get out here, so I want to try and make it all the way up to Washington.
Oh, that wasn't Tri-Cities. Okay. I definitely thought that was. He said he's still trying to get up to Washington. So we're hanging out for a little bit longer, he says. Oh! Okay, hold on. We missed something there. All right, let's watch this. Okay, you can see the lights. Oh, this is fucking good. No survival instincts. Get down, my man. Oh, that quad noise is fucking. Oh, that's terrifying. You can see it right there. That's how they monitor these scallywags. All right. I was wondering how they did it, if they walked, you know, train to train with a flashlight or something. And they're on a fucking quad. That's fucking menacing. Stay hidden, buddy. Come on.
So I'm a little tempted to get out here in Missoula just because it looks like it's got some nice.
Okay, we're in Missoula. All right. I thought that was Tri-Cities. You know, all these real shithole towns, they pretty much just all look the same.
Camping on the way coming in. But I know if I stay on this one, I can get to.
It's funny, I have been to Missoula as well,
I'm
but
trying to
like,
get to Pasco, so
no idea.
it's only 1 o'clock in the morning. Once we get out of the yard, I'll spread back out and put my pad down and pull out my sleeping bag. Hopefully it doesn't rain anymore, and try and get some sleep before I get there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and check this town out later.
All right. You know what? Okay, and then he does have a little thing for like his PayPal. He's got all of his pay shit up here. The end of the video is buy me a coffee, PayPal. Maybe another one? Nope, just the outro. All right. What time are we looking at? 2:50. All right. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take about a 3-minute break. We are really not going to be gone for that long. I'm just going to go take a couple rips off my weed pen and maybe grab a something to drink. So like I said, we will be back in 3-4 minutes. We will watch one more episode and then I'll hop off after about 2 hours. All right.
Got a zigzagged ship that'll make you sing. Ruffle zigzagged ridges got zigzag zing. Zigzag zing. Ruffle zigzagged ridges got a zing of their own. Put that zigzag zing in your zigzag zone. Zigzag zing. Zigzag zing. Ruffle zigzagged ridges gonna make you swing. 'Cause Ruffle's mashed potato chips got zigzag zing.
Mazda announces some great news for truck buyers. Right now, you can beat the already outstanding value of the $67.95 Mazda SE5. Introducing Mazda SE5 Plus 5. $625 worth of extra features at no extra charge from Mazda. You get a bed liner, mud guards, sliding rear window, floor mats, and AM/FM stereo. That's a $625 value at no extra charge. But hurry, offer ends soon.
Here comes the one, the delicious one. Heinz is the thick, rich one. There's only one ketchup with this flavor pouring on. So thick, so rich, so second to none.
Only one ketchup stands for this kind of thickness with this kind of taste. Heinz.
Heinz is the thick, rich one.
Ketchup lovers, now try Heinz in the 64-ounce plastic bottle.
Okay, Jonathan, we're sending you back in time. Before television, radio, even before soft drinks.
Careful. Anything you do could change history.
Mum's the word.
Activate time travel mode to the year 1885.
He's there.
Hey, where's my Pepsi?
It's... Oh, no. He took it.
Relax, Smith. What could 12 ounces of Pepsi possibly change?
Yeah, what could happen?
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Do you wanna dance? Hold my hand.
Now there's a car that just asks to be driven.
You're my lover man. Oh, baby.
Mercury is bringing a sophisticated new shape to the American road. Introducing Sable. Mercury, the shape you want to be in.
Victoria Herb.
But they finally found a substitute for the sweet roll.
Nutrigrain's new almond raisin.
What is it, nuts and twigs?
Try almond raisins and these great new flakes made with brown rice.
But there's no sugar added. Herb, you're going to love the taste, even though it's healthy. Hey, don't you have a story to write? How's this? Man eats healthy food and lives.
The amazing taste of Nutrigrain's new almond raisin. It's news.
It's fun getting to the bottom of one. It's fun getting to the bottom of one. White Mountain cooler, keeping it light, cooler, crisp and refreshing. It's got the taste that's always right. It's fun getting to the bottom of one.
Original and new orange.
It's time time for a credit card that gives you a better deal.
The Discover Card.
With the new Discover card, you don't have to pay an annual fee. In fact, we pay you with money back on everything you buy. Money you can apply against your balance. From a member of Sears Financial Network. Look for more information in the mail or in national magazines.
All right. We're back. Whew. A little stoned. Got a fresh RC Cola. I got a Chewy bar. You guys remember Chewy bars? They're still good. Big fan of a good granola bar. All right, so I said we would watch one more, and we will. I can't remember which episode it was. There's one I saw, and I don't want us to is it up here? There's one where he's fucking I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna fucking like I'm not gonna play spoiler. Or what am I saying? What am I saying? I'll play spoiler. I saw one clip of him. He's dumpster diving, and luckily it was at least for a. It appeared to be a closed energy drink, but still, you know. Now that being said, a closed energy drink in the dumpster, not that bad, but you know, it's bad. So let's we might actually get through two of them depending on how fast this goes. All right, we're still in Montana, and this one's an hour long, but it's just him on the train, so there's a good chance that we'll just kind of be able to skip through it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like they're. I'm kind of going back and forth in a weird way because these are amazing and unforgettable views that you can only get from being an engineer of a train or a bum. And while this is like, I do like this as a novel idea for like a concept of a show, it's just so wholly irresponsible. I just, you know, like there's something novel and cool about being this free as a spirit, but at the same time, it's also like you're the fucking biggest loser of all time. There's an insane yin and yang, at least to me. Maybe you think this is cool. Maybe you think this is all entirely fucking lame. And that, you know, you're hoping that this eventually leads to his, you know, being picked up or arrested or something. But like, I don't know. There's something cool about being this free, but it's just like this ultimate freedom of just being on the train and going wherever the fucking, you know, rails takes you. That's cool, but like, there is a cost. There is a drawback, you know. A guy on a quad trying to bust you. The elements, rain, getting tossed from a train in a violent, you know, crash or something. I don't know. This is just miserable to me. I wouldn't want to do this in the slightest. Thank God he's doing it for us. I don't know where he is now. But if I would have to guess, and I could probably be wrong. I mean, I was wrong. I thought they were in fucking Tri-Cities, and it turned out they were in fucking still like Missoula. But this could be almost like Sandpoint. And I know that one of the episodes will be in Sandpoint, Idaho, which is, of course, where Owen Benjamin lives. And the dream of Bertarius still does. But, I mean, it's just a hell of a view, but anything could go wrong at any moment. Very scary. Are we really having, like, pork and beans? All right, I'm starting to think this guy's a LARPer. All right, it's at least chili. Okay, so we got some garlic for the chili, it looks like. I mean, you know, I will say, I was starting to romanticize this for about 5 minutes. Kind of going, you know what? This guy's just, you know, living his life, doing what he wants. He doesn't seem to be that fucked up. He's just having fun. Whatever. I'm not going to judge him that harshly. But then he pulls out the old, using the 5-gallon bucket that contains all of his life as the cutting board for some garlic is just, it really does bring you back home like the Challenger. Free fall like the towers on 9/11. Really brings you back to earth quickly and realizing the horror of the situation that we're in. I know his breath be stankin'. Also, by the way, if he cut the garlic, but like not really. What was the point? Was that even garlic to begin with? I'm blind. Can someone help me out? I need a co-host. And I don't need a co-host to talk for me. I just need someone that explains to me what I'm watching. Can reassure me that I've not gone crazy. Are those just whole chunks and cloves of garlic that he's throwing into a cold can of Nally chili? Which, by the way, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of this stuff. I have a couple cans, I think, of this in the fucking old cupboard. I like beans in my chili. A lot of people in my life are no beans in chili, so that's how I usually make it. But I would put beans in my chili. I'm sorry. And I understand people go, oh, it's just a filler for, putting less meat in it. Not for me. You put the same amount of meat. You put extra meat. You put extra everything. You put extra seasoning. You put extra love. You put extra meat. And you put an adequate amount of meat, of beans. And I'm not particular on which ones. It could be kidney. It could be. I like a pinto bean in my chili. I know that's trashy, but they're nice and kind of soft. Ooh. I get it. Garlic's good. And I've roasted garlic and had the whole cloves, but I don't know. More of a texture thing. It's a lot to chew through an entire fucking clove of it. This is why I like having a home, though. Once again, I keep harping back on that. But having a home is pretty nice. Because, when I chop garlic, I get a plane out. And it finally slices the garlic. He should try it out, having a roof. Now, the saltine cracker is a nice touch. All right, I guess mealtime is over.
Yeah, I don't even see him down there.
Okay.
For something. Was pulling back on the track here and went right by me. We pulled in past two of them, but I don't think anyone saw me when we were coming in. But that guy had to see me, and all of a sudden, a car shoots screeching up on that side, stops. I'm like, here we go. I'm getting kicked out. And they said a few things. He was there for about, a good minute and a half, and which seems like a long time. And then.
Did he get
they drove on.
Did he get that recorded?
They're doing work all around this area, and one of the workers, which his truck is high enough where he can see directly down, was pulling back on the track here and went right by me. We pulled in past two of them. But I don't think anyone saw me.
Okay. It's just the same part.
Yeah, I don't even see him down there. But I do see him down that way. Here we go.
Wait. So this is why you don't read the chat, especially when you're blind. I missed it. Okay, was that car right? Is that a car right there? I see. Well, maybe it's. It's a car down there, but maybe it's not the one coming. But does he get spooked and leave? Sorry, I got distracted reading the stupid chat. I'm blaming Metal, not myself. I would never be the one at fault.
See him down there.
Don't see him down there.
See him down that way.
Okay, so it was down there. That is a car that's like the fucking, the railway. Kitchener Leslie. Yeah, that truck. Whew. My eyes are bad, but I could at least still see the truck from, wherever it was, back here.
There. But I do see him down that way.
Okay. Whew. All right. I was looking at the right thing. I thought the right thing was a truck. That's an accomplishment for me. Like I said, this is just all blurry.
Here we go.
Got to make a run for it.
Well, we're moving again.
Oh, okay. The fucking train started going. All right. I thought he got caught.
That's all that matters. I didn't get kicked out. Like I said, some of these things you can't film because they happen so quickly. And like when I got stuck in the yard, there were so many things that I did not get on film just because they were, if I would have moved at all, they would have spotted me and I would have been kicked out. Like when my units, when my car that I was riding in got detached, they came by and pulled all the brakes. They pulled the pin on all the brakes, and he pulled, and I just moved the bucket from one side over to the other side. Luckily I did, because he came by, pulled the pin for the brake, let out the air, and
this is like a never-ending game of fucking hide and seek.
Yeah.
But with like underpaid railway staff.
I didn't get that. I didn't get the workers when they went by. Same situation here. They were like literally right here. And of course it goes through my brain, grab the camera, see if you can film it. But if I did that and I get spotted, so yeah, it's a fine line of what you can pick up on video and get away with. And sometimes you just gotta, unfortunately you don't get the footage.
Yeah, that's the shame in life. You didn't get the footage of you nearly getting kicked out of your fucking illegal railway apartment, hotel, whatever it is. God damn. Like, why would you... I guess desperate times call for desperate measures, but there are these people out here just doing this for the love of the game. This is how they get around, but like, why? Let's find out here. I want to know, how much is a fucking Greyhound bus ticket from, where was he, Laurel, Montana to Pasco? How much would it cost you to take a bus from fucking... Okay, well, this might be harder than I thought. Why do they want all my information before they'll just tell me how much it is? Oh my god. Fine. Okay. I think it's going to be able to tell me here. Pasco to Missoula. Okay, that's actually, well, you know what? It's 2026. Shit is more expensive. And as our dear friend Mersh would say,
because shit's not perfect ever.
Shit's not perfect ever. But a bus ticket from Missoula to Pasco, which is where we started from here, is $88. Maybe there's some taxes, maybe there's some fees that you would add on to that. So let's just say, at the highest amount, it's about $105, $110 to go about a, I don't know, 10, 15-hour drive. It's a ways. There's a considerable amount of difference. Pasco to Missoula. Let's look at the distance. All right, it's about 400 miles, depending on the route. This guy, it took him 48 hours on the fucking train. The entire time he's almost getting caught, having to rearrange everything, getting rained on. All to go 400 miles to avoid a $100 ticket. But I guess, that wouldn't pay for, whatever his actual lifestyle is when he's not doing this. Maybe we could find out, and I'm sure there's a lore, because this guy does have a big following. But, like, has he always been homeless? Is this just something that he's doing for the fucking love of the game? I haven't been able to quite figure out this guy quite yet, besides, that I wouldn't do any of the things he does.
But you still get the ride, It's either the ride or the footage, but not both. Okay, this is what I meant by a covered crew change area. I'm on the main line, so I don't have to worry about anything, but they will pull in, I'm assuming right here, and do crew changes into the covered area, and that's where a lot of riders end up getting caught within that area, from what I hear. I think that was, yeah. So, anyway, we should be fine.
See, because when he says stuff like that, it feels like he's saying, like, that he hasn't ever been caught before. He's like, I hear people get caught up in the crew change, line when they switch the operators of the fucking train. Like, is this been a full-time LARP for a while now? Or has he just always been a homeless fucking, a homeless hobo? The American hobo. Last of a dying breed.
It's getting a little warm now. Take advantage of that we're stopped. Alright, I think that's about as packed as I want to be. You guys, if you ever have the walking stick holders on your backpack, these are little elastic things, don't ever cut them off. They make good things to hang your socks from. The elastic holds in your socks really well, so you can actually just, because you don't want to, even if they're dirty socks like these, you don't want to put away wet, dirty socks. You want to dry them out before you put them away. Or if you wash them in the sink, which you should be doing, hang them from your backpack and they'll be dry by the end of the day. So, yeah, never cut these off. They're very handy. It looks like down here we might have some tramp activities. I figured if you did actually get kicked off here, you just walk over to the bushes and catch the next one out anyway. So it looks like a pretty open yard. I don't see any, it's a pretty big yard. It's very open. Very, very open. And you can see that there's not a lot, there's not a road. You can see where there's some activity of the workers going by on the ATVs. The ATVs are workers, by the way.
No, I'm shocked. Alright, hold on. This is blurry as fuck. Wait, I live in a tower in Tokyo. It's postmodern brutalism, darling, yes. Oh, the one true self chaos. Okay, alright. Excellent. Excellent.
They usually will just ignore you. But if there's no road, then the bull won't be going up and down. So, all right, guys, that's it.
Crap, there's a worker right up here.
Oh my god. Okay. I mean, seriously, this is just like 15 to 20 minutes of cool shots of like off the beaten path shit that you couldn't see from your car driving down the road. And then it's like a 6-minute clip of him just playing hide and seek and then fucking making a run for it with his fucking bucket. It's a very interesting way to live.
Over on the right, the train just pulled away and there's a road up there. And I looked a little around the corner here and there he is sitting up there. I'm not sure if he saw me poking my head around, so I'm trying to lay down right now. Out of sight, out of mind. Right into me.
Wait, okay. Look at him, he's fucking creeping. Oh shit, there's the guy. You know what he said earlier? You can either get the footage or you can get the ride, but you can't have both. Will our protagonist get out of this? Oh shit, now there's a truck.
Well, I don't think he saw me. If he did, he's not paying me any mind. I'm not going to push my luck, though.
Oh my god, you just brought out a core memory. I used to use a deodorant called Brute. It was cheap. I remember Brute deodorant. Brute, and then, you know, for a while there, I was going with the classic Speed Stick. And then I realized that that was what has always given me a rash. And it was not fun. So now I'm back to, you know, I actually don't know what deodorant stick I'm using right now. I bought a 5-pack or something of it. And then, you know, you just grab the next one when it runs out. And that's been a, you know, it's been a while. It's probably, is it, I could go check. I don't think it's a fucking, oh, what's our favorite guy? You know, the Old Spice. It's not Mr. Spice. It's the other one. Degree for men. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do a commercial break. I'll tell you what deodorant I got. This is important to me. All right. Let's take a second and listen to our friends over at Magic Mind.
Of course, I had the creep off at noon. I have this little piggy at 4. That's a long day, and I would not have been able to do it without Magic Mind. I've been telling you about my friends at Magic Mind for years now, but there's something new I'm very excited to tell you about. They reached out to let me know about 2 new products they wanted me to try. Along with the original Magic Mind productivity shot, there's now Magic Mind Free and Magic Mind Max. They sent me samples that I tried, and they absolutely worked for me. That's why I have them as a sponsor. All 3 are still productivity shots that give me a calm focus, helping me get more done. Magic Mind Free is the first formula to have 0 sugar and 0 caffeine. This was perfect for my long Friday. In the morning, I drink the original formula that has some caffeine. At night, I don't want any caffeine. I want to be able to get to sleep after the show, but I need to be focused and energized. Magic Mind Free was perfect for prepping and appearing on The Biggest Problem. And really, the issue's always been for me, productivity in the morning. I am not a morning person. So now I get up every day. I drink Magic Mind first thing to get my day started. And I don't let hours slip by. I'm super productive. I'm prepping the show. I'm answering emails. I'm managing the YouTube. All the stuff I need to do.
Prepping the show because you got fucking AIDS.
Magic Mind is formulated to
Boom,
not only
got
increase productivity, but it also relieves stress. And I can notice my mood improve after I drink Magic Mind. Right now, they're giving my listeners the best discount they've ever offered.
Oh, are they, Carl?
60% off your subscription. If you want to get 60% off Magic Mind, all you have to do is go to magicmind.com/WATP60 and use the promo code WATP60 to get 60% off your subscription. Believe me, you'll be happy you tried this. It's magicmind.com/WATP60, promo code WATP60 for 60% off Magic Mind, the world's first productivity shot.
All right, we're back. It was Degree. It was Degree 72-hour advanced. That is the deodorant that I have. Why did I bring this up and why did I have to go find out? Does it matter? Oh, we were talking about Brute. And I brought up my rash from that cheap speed stick. It was like $2 a fucking stick, and that was in like 2024. That should have been a fucking... That should have been a giveaway. Oh, Dove for Men. That's a good brand. I like Dove. And I gotta play this once more. It's our newest drop. But I don't know if it was like yesterday as of recording or like the day before. But NPR Tiny Desk had Napalm Death on. And I've been obsessed with that noise all day. Hurrah! 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 Hadouken! Hadouken! I don't know why. It's just fucking bringing me joy every time I see it. I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm sorry. Can't stop, won't stop. Got me looking at it like that. Fuck, I hit the wrong one. Okay, now I'm just spamming. I hit the wrong one. It was supposed to go right back to the Hobo! Hobo! Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. Everything's fucking up. We'll get out of here soon. I'm having too much fun. There's no bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, as soon as the train pulled around, I'm like, oh wait, I was like, oh crap. Because I'm sitting right here, and there's a direct line of sight right there, so I duck down as quick as I can, but you know, all of a sudden something moves in the corner of your eye, you're going to look at it, right? So possibility he saw me, he doesn't care.
Is there a little possibility that we can add one Stevie Lou to the JMO comparison? I mean, not in the slightest in the personality, at least not for Stevie. Jury's out on JMO. You know, it's actually starting to all of a sudden now make more sense. Does JMO set up a fucking green screen under overpasses after he hops off the train? And that's when he does BYB?
No.
All right, we're not that blind yet.
We are finally moving. Yay! Looks like we're finally moving, guys and gals and creatures of all types.
guess we'll see if there's anything else.
That's too much gear to be riding suicide. Anyway, hopefully we get going soon. This
I had so many starts and stops. I mean, at least the Greyhound bus, they keep it rolling. You know, they might take a break every, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. Somebody needs to take a poo. But, those Greyhounds, they keep on schedule.
has been making a lot of stops. And I've been on this train for a while, so. All right. What else can we do, though? And we go farther back. No. And farther into the yard.
Ooh, love that sound. Love that creaking metal sound. It's a real ASMR.
Well,
do we stop
wait
again?
This out, see if I can see if they're just. Let's see. Gotta be careful. There are cameras here. Yeah, there's the worker. I'm just hoping that they're just adding a few on, man.
I don't know. This guy's fucking nuts. He's fucking getting demanding about the train moving that he's illegally on.
Messing around.
Man, I hope they fucking move their ass and get these train cars attached. No. They're aware. They're aware that you're on the train and they called the police, sir.
On something on this train. All in all, this is pretty. I mean, this is not a bad yard. It said there's a warning that a lot of riders get stuck here. I think it was a warning from. Yeah, you see, even if I walked out, I can't go that way. Still going back, man. Still going back.
Jesus Christ. All right, Are they still going backwards? Or do they finally going forward? Okay.
So get down.
Oh shit.
As soon as that train went by, sunset. And I hope we start booking, put down some miles there. I mean, I want to come back to Spokane. I never rode the High Line, so I'm looking forward to doing that. I was always down there in the southern states, so look at that. Woohoo!
That kind of looks like Tri-Cities as well. Yeah, this should be the Tri-Cities.
What a beautiful time to go over it.
That is a hell of a view. Maybe that wasn't the Tri-Cities. Where would be the last place before that would have buildings that tall? Shows how much I know. I'm an idiot.
Through Southeast Asia. He's coming down to visit me. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, so anyway, it's nice just to get away from the yard. And
the Tri-Cities are fucking Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland. That was the one I kept forgetting earlier. Like I said, it's like 3 suburban towns pushed all together, and there's like a river that kind of runs through the middle of all of them. But they're all pretty much kind of, it's like a suburb town, but it's surrounded by farmland, and there's a lot of meth and not a lot of high-paying jobs, and it's very rural, aside from kind of, a little bit of the town.
back into the sticks where I belong.
Like they say it's the Tri-Cities, but don't think of it as, I mean, fuck. Whatever the third biggest city in your town is, dwarfs the Tri-Cities. It should be the 3 suburbs. Okay, that was it. I guess we'll do one more. I know. I said we would just do the last one and get out of here, but this is fun. I'm having a good time with this. And then there's like how many episodes to go before we catch up? 4, 7. So if we watch a 5th one, then we could probably, by the time he uploads, another 2 or 3. And it'll be ready. So, all right, this will work. Where'd it go? There it is. Just 3 weeks ago, the Dry Shitties. You get it? Because it's the Tri-Cities, but it's the Dry Shitties. Because it's, basically farmland and desert around it. I mean, so yeah, this is definitely the Pasco side of the Tri-Cities, because like I said, I'm even looking at it right now from a few minutes ago in reverse from the last episode. Like wherever he was, let's fucking find out. Just give me a map. Maybe it was Coeur d'Alene. Oh, you know what? That might have been Spokane, depending on how the train runs. That could have been Spokane. The cool city with the little bit bigger. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Oh, fuck. I hit the wrong button. I want to get rid of this stupid thing. Come on. All right, will this work? All right, there we go. Oh, why that's not fucking popping up. Not what I wanted. Compared to me, you all live in Kansas. No kidding. I just want a map of the Tri-Cities. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't fucking matter.
I think there's something wrong with I'm just waking up. I don't know where we're at right now, but I think that this thing stopped so much yesterday. I think we're only halfway to Pasco, somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. But they've been working on this one just literally right outside here. I've been sleeping the whole time, so we're gonna get up, figure out where we're at. Like I said, I think we're out in the middle of nowhere, so as them type of maintenance little yard. I'll figure this all out. I can't do this. Isn't that?
What a hell of a life. Just gotta get all this stuff set up before he can get off and make sure it's all clipped together so he doesn't forget anything.
Well, I'm at the northern throat of the yard in Pasco. It actually has got a few more miles before you actually hit the yard. But I have 6 miles, about 6 miles walk to get to Pasco itself. But that's good. I mean, I wasn't moving at all last. I don't know when we actually got here. I thought we were out in the middle of nowhere.
You are.
Right? And this morning I heard them working on my car. I'm pretty sure they were working on my car. They could have just been unlacing it. Who knows? Or checking the lacing. But anyway, I'm going to start walking down this way. There's a Love's about 3 miles away. So I'm going to go get...
I've been to that Love's. All right. So he is actually just like in the middle of nowhere.
Look at that. Took some old box cars and made a wall out of it. You could actually, if you're waiting on you could tuck up under there and get out of the rain if you needed to. But yeah, I thought it was neat. It's his fence. Beware of dogs. So I'm not going to go in there. But hey, look at that. It's cool. Yeah,
I don't know. That seems like way too wide open of a place to sleep. Or try to get some fucking cover and rest. Like, beware of dog. It's pretty wide open. I don't know. I could never feel comfortable out on the streets like this.
Face them one way, you got a fence and storage units. And that's pretty awesome. I saw it. I wanted to come film it. That's pretty cool. You might not want to sleep in there if they actually do have the dog. Dog might keep you up all night. But, yeah.
The dog might bite you. Oh my God, he fucking... No, he didn't. He set down the camera to film his little walk down the highway. Oh, fuck. Oh. That's unbelievable. That's almost adorable.
You're the man now, dog.
You're the man now, dog. Like, could you imagine? You live out in the middle of goddamn nowhere. You live about a 3.5, 4 hour drive from any town with over 100,000 people in it. And You see this this old man with his bucket and all of his earthly possessions walking down the street filming content like he's a lifestyle influencer and not a literal bum. Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm going that way.
Why did we have to see fucking up his butt?
There's a worker in the ATV. They're never security, they're just workers. He's pulling the air pins. So he's pulling he's manually releasing the air from the brakes so that they can start rolling them back and forth, switching them around, either flat switching, hump switching, or switching them with the switchers, the units themselves. So when you see the guys on the ATVs, they're usually pretty cool.
Yeah, like I get it. They're probably deep down like, you know, there is a little bit of a kumbaya, maybe like, you know, the railway has to discourage this. But like at the end of the day, they're, you know, they don't want to bust these guys. They just want to let them live their lives. But like it's not suspicious the guy that is just walking around the spot that nobody else is, just filming the trains, explaining everything they do, looking like a hobo.
But there's that 1 in 10 that's always that you know, that's a dick. So just keep that in mind too. But respect them, hide from them anyway. But just have respect. So
he's talking to us like we're gonna fucking decide that we want to do this.
when I said hump switching, that's hump switching right there. There's the hump, and
All right,
they get
see, we're
pushed
learning.
up slowly and over. For that to happen, they have to unsew all the units. That means uncouple the air hoses. There it goes. And then pull the pins, the air pins on the brakes. And then they can start pushing them from behind over the hump, and there it goes. And it rolls off in the yard and bang into another one as they build it up. So there's a perfect example of a hump in work.
The more we know. Need that as a fucking drop. All right, so are we at least going to start walking down to fucking Love's? See, he loves the train. I think he loves the train more than being homeless. He's obsessed. Because, I mean, if I just spent 48 hours on a train to get to fucking the Tri-Cities, I mean, I wouldn't be happy about being in the Tri-Cities, but I would at least try to go to that Love's and get a fucking shower. Last thing I would do is, or want to do, is look at a, you know, a train. I'd want to get going. Want to get a roller dog, big fountain soda, a porno mag, and a hot shower. Maybe a sexy lot lizard to share said shower with.
Well, here we are, guys.
Oh, we're at
shower.
We're at Love's.
Only about 3 people. 3 people before I got, you know, someone that had an extra one. He's going all the way. He's got to pay. I wonder how many people subscribe to the Patreon. Maybe he's still actually poor, even though he's got 40,000 subscribers. Not that that's like a lot that you would make a ton of money off of 40,000 subscribers. I mean, I'm sure there's YouTube subscribers that have 40,000 subs that have, you know, made just a few $100s off of this.
But you would think that with the views that he's getting, that there would be some poor schmucks out there giving him a good amount of money, or maybe he fucking wants that, you know. Who knows? Maybe he even actually just paid for the shower. But he wants you to think that someone bought it for him so that you'll give him more money. All right, I'm in on the scam again. All right. He ate that can of beans with that uncrushed up garlic, like he said, chasing content. People would comment about that. How could you eat garlic like that? Ugh, I need it chopped down into a very fine, almost thin paste. He's out here, he's hustling. He's got a fucking grift. He's got a good one. He probably rides the rails for like a month at a time. And then he's like, oops, I got arrested. I'll see you guys in 6 months. Meanwhile, he's living in like, you know, Dallas, Texas. He's got a fucking, you know, a wife and 3 kids, and he's a youth pastor at his church. This is just a fucking grift.
Like I said, Loves and Pilots. Those are the 2 spots for the showers. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to strip these dirties off, wash them in the bucket as quick as possible, wring them out as hard as possible, just so I have some clean clothes on, and then just hang dry them. I'm not going to try and take up too much time, because even though they don't have a time limit, neither does Pilot. You can look it up on the internet and Google yourself, you know.
That just seems like a legal loophole. Seems like you could just rent a fucking shower at a Love's or a Pilot, you know, truck stop and just spend the night there every night. If that's the case, if there's no time limit.
Have what's called a common courtesy policy, meaning try and take a shower within a half an hour, but hey, there's nothing set in stone about that. We had one couple that used to come in, and they spent around 5 to 6 hours in the showers. Nothing weird. They were married and all that stuff. It's just that's how long they spent in there. And because you can see, they're nice and big.
No, there was weird stuff happening in there in that 5 or 6 hours in the showers. No, they were fucking, but they were also, you know, like you said, the homeless bums doing their laundry in a bucket probably. Don't get it twisted. They were fucking as well.
Big, you know, you got the toilet and everything. So anyway, laundry, shower, let's rock and roll. Anyway, guys, always remember, just ask a trucker for free.
I always thought, by the way, too, that you would like never be horny if you were homeless. Like you would always be like worried about the next move or getting caught or what could happen or someone attacking you. But I think in the inverse, you actually are just constantly horny because you never know when you're going to die or get stabbed or, you know, bad drug overdose or something. You know, anything could happen on the streets. So maybe I think that actually makes you the ultimate horny, where you're just like, yeah, I'll bang this lady that's fucking fent leading like she's in Kensington Avenue in Philly. I'll fucking nail her because, like, you know, whatever. We're going to die anyways. Who cares if she's got fucking AIDS wounds festering?
Free shower. He's got one. All right, guys, I am all cleaned up. I'm still at the Loves. Like I said, three people I asked. I got a shower, wash my clothes in my bucket, you know. And what I was saying about that.
Don't forget the bucket is the cutting board for the garlic.
Half an hour courtesy thing. If you're washing your clothes and stuff, you're going to go over that. And talking from experience, most people take 45 minutes to an hour. Most of the truckers do. And except for the people that take a 10-15 minute shower, they're usually trying to get somewhere, so they run in, shower up, and get to church or wherever they're going. And so 45 minutes to an hour is very common, but no one worries about that as employees. The only people that get angry are the other truckers, but they all come in the morning when they're waking up from their trucks and trying to get a shower. And in the evening, when they're all loading in and they're tired, they want to climb in the back of their truck, go to bed, but they need to take a shower first. That's the only time when the showers just get so crazily and not all crumpled up. But when the wind's whipping you, sometimes.
Is he setting up like a fucking just his sleeping bag tarp on the ground for a nap?
Uniting with my the small little planes, and he lives in Oregon, and he said he could fly up to Washington, pick me up, and take me to my dad's house. So I'm going to go ahead and take him up on that offer. Matt.
Well, that's nice.
Thank you so much, man. It's appreciated. And yeah, so I'll tell the whole story of how the falling out kind of happened and everything a little later.
Oh no. Oh God, we're going to get a lore dump at some point.
It was just basically, well, me and my father started fighting because we lived together for about 5 years with my stepmom, and we all kind of just pulled together to try and make the small bills that we did have, you know, to pay those, because everybody was on a pinched income, you know, a limited income, you know, retirement and stuff. And so my dad got disabled, but he had to take early retirement. And yeah, it was just to the point where we started fighting a lot, and I ended up in the homeless shelter because of that little bit of weed that I had. It was a felony in Arizona. So yeah, we never talked. We haven't talked, even though we were really good friends at one time for about 9 years. So
Jesus fucking Christ. All right. So this guy's been homeless for a while. He's just turning it into a career. All right. Gotta say though, 9 years homeless, those teeth are pretty nice.
That's all I'm gonna say about that right now. Yeah, you can jump over to Patreon and see the whole story. I put that up. I cut it out of one of my videos just because it's a little personal.
Did he say he cried it out?
Story. I put that up. I cut it out of one.
Oh, he cut it out, maybe.
To Patreon and see the whole story. I put that up. I cut it out of one of my videos just because it's a little personal.
Cut it out.
But it kind of tells you why I'm going the ways I am. But since I'm in Washington, my dad first, my stepmom, my sister, and my brother, and then Janice, I'm coming. I'm going to get back over to Kansas City, and I'm going to come see you. And thank you for reuniting me with my family. All right, guys. Bye. Deer, sometimes they like to look their nose down upon you, regardless of what you do. So, there you go. Nice clean bedroll or tarp.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for correcting yourself before I had to. That's not a bedroll. That is a tarp. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, well, hey, we'll talk about all this when I get over there.
On the phone with the family.
That went very well. Well, Saturday. Saturday it is. Matt's gonna pick me up with airplane. We're gonna fly over his personal airplane. Fly me over, and my dad's gonna pick me up with my.
Wait, this homeless guy's gonna be in a plane?
My stepmom, and we're all gonna reunite after 9 years. It's been a long time. At least they're alive. I thought they might have been dead.
Jesus.
Got a storm moving in on me.
That's the Tri-Cities. And it's back to the underpass. God, is this a repeat?
Not a whole lot of choice. Get out of the weather. Luckily, we go down a little. I don't fall over. It looks like someone's already made a bed for me. Some clean cardboard.
Oh, fuck. Clean cardboard that another homeless guy slept on. Or lady.
Looks like a board, so I don't go rolling out of bed. Ah, good. I will take it. Sorry I don't got my mic on. I'm trying to get out of the rain. And the yard is way over here. Yeah, I'm set on that. And no birds on this one. All right.
Oh, good.
The
No
other ones
birds.
had little birds. I don't want to disturb them, you know.
A lot of hanging out under overpasses. You know, I figured that would just be like a, you know, a trope in homelessness. But this is like the third underpass. And there was a bed already made for him at this one. I mean, are underpasses just homeless people hotels? What is happening in this country?
Hobo Appreciation Award. We are all gathered here today to give a very special thanks to BNSF for giving us the countless opportunities and experiences of being humped through the almighty freight yard. Number one in hump. If I would have stayed on any longer, I would have gotten humped through the yard too. All right.
Oh, now it's his turn for some graffiti. You know, they got all this stuff. They got their tarps. They got fucking beans. They got fresh garlic, cardboard. They don't have a job. They don't have a roof.
Someone's riding, y'all. See where it's all coming down right there. That's crazy. Nice and Arby's over there. So that's $7.99 for cheese sticks, like a chicken sandwich or a ham sandwich, whatever one, nice size one. Curly fries or regular fries, a soda drink, and an apple pie, all for $7.99. The best deal that I can find so far. And so I ate one of those, actually two of them. I got one for the road. While I was charging up, I got a nice, warm, safe, dry spot. That's all that matters in life. Warm, safe, dry.
Sir, you're under an overpass.
You're gonna meet those three things, you're gonna be happy.
I mean, God bless the fucking guy. He has nothing, and yet he has everything.
Boots all the time. Off.
All right.
All right, guys. That's it.
All right. To be continued. All right. I thought this might go 45 minutes before I got sick of this guy. But we made it 2.5 hours, and I'm kind of there's a little charm to that. I'm still, you know, I can't get over the fact that he's a fucking homeless bum. But, you know, he's a friendly homeless bum. He's a cleanish appearing homeless bum. And I think that homeless streaming is going to take over America, guys. I think American Hobo, I think he's America's next big star. All right. I wasn't planning on staying on this late. I thought I was going to get on earlier as well. I thought we were going to be on at like 12. It was like 1:30 before we could get live. So, you know, we're gonna call it a night. And we might check in with this guy again at some point. Because I liked it. I hope you did as well. I got no big close. So I'm just gonna shut up and wish you well. Bye-bye.